Hey guys, it's Rachel, and today we are doing the Q&A video. I am really excited to film this because I haven't done something like this before. So I have all of your questions here, and let's just get into it. Alright, first question is, what advice would you give to YouTube starters? That is a very good question. I would say don't worry about your first videos being absolutely perfect. They're not going to have perfect lighting, perfect editing, and don't even worry about that. When you first start out, just start pushing out content and seeing what you like, what you don't like, and what works. And also you have to really be patient. It's not going to pick up like that. You're going to have to put a lot of effort and time into it if you really want to grow a bigger YouTube channel. And also I would say make sure you're having fun with it, because above all, YouTube should really just be a fun way for you to express yourself, and you can of course turn it into more of a business side afterwards. But if you're not originally having fun doing your videos, you're not going to be wanting to put in more effort and time to really grow it. So yeah, have fun and don't worry is my advice, which is not good advice for everything, like school. Don't have fun and don't worry. But really in the beginning, don't stress too much, just have fun making videos. The next question is kind of related. It's how did you get started on YouTube? I got started on YouTube back in 2010, actually on Christmas Eve, and it was a contest entry for Cute Tan Popo's Polymer Clay Charm contest. If you're into polymer clay, or if you were into polymer clay, Cute Tan Popo is definitely going to ring a bell. But basically I was entering a contest, so I made some charms, filmed a video of it, and put it up on YouTube. Didn't win the contest, but it was a good segue into YouTube, because before I never thought about starting a channel. But then after that, I kept moving into baking videos more than polymer clay, just because that's where my interests were at, and also something kind of different than what was happening at the time. There weren't any like cute baking channels out there, and then basically it just kept growing into a bigger and bigger channel, and now there's over 500,000 of you guys, which is crazy. But yeah, that is how I got started on YouTube. Okay, next question. How much time do you use to make one video, editing and posting? Let's see, I get this question a lot from my friends too. I would say the filming part can take like 6 hours, because I don't know, at least for me, like I do kind of the baking part of it, and then I decorate it afterwards. So if the baking is like 3 hours, it can take a long time to decorate too. For something like the minion eclairs I did, behind the scenes I'm like making the royal icing. You have to color all the royal icing, put it in the piping bags, and then even after I finish that, I'm the one that's like like washing all the dishes and taking care of all the piping tips and things. So yeah, that definitely takes a while to film. Editing is actually pretty short for me, just because I film everything in really short clips. So if I'm adding in the flour, I just have a clip of me adding in flour. Makes it so much easier to edit than just like one long string of footage. So yeah, filming I'd say like 6-7 hours or so, and then editing the footage is like an hour or two. Voicing over is like another hour maybe, depending on how many mistakes I make while I'm talking. And then you gotta render it. Can take like half an hour. You gotta post it, write a description, make up the tags, thumbnail, annotations, all that fun stuff. So in total for one video, I usually say it takes like 10 hours maybe 10 to 12 I would say. Yeah, 10 to 12 hours for one video, but it's worth it. That's not as sarcastic, but really, it's worth it. Next question, what's your favorite recipe you've baked on your channel? For me, I don't know, right now I'd say I really like the Really Bomb cake, because it's like Nutella mousse, and the chocolate sponge cake was really good. Like I ate a lot of the scraps from that, and then also it's just covered in chocolate too. It was just, those were really tasty, and they were also pretty cute too. I like those. Would you rather eat a super bitter food or a super salty food? I appreciate, first of all, the creativity of this question. I would say probably super salty. Bitter, I don't know. I do like coffee, which is bitter, but at the same time, in like a food, I think of bitter melon, which I don't like, and I think of salty, like pretzels. Bitter melon versus like a pretzel on steroids, I'd rather have like a pretzel on steroids. Are you still in school now, and are you choosing to pursue baking as a career or just as a hobby? That is a good question. I got this one a lot too. So first part, yes, I'm still in school. I'm going to be a senior in high school next year, and I'm 17 years old. I got that question too. How old are you? And are you choosing to pursue baking as a career or just as a hobby? Of course, the future and plans for the future can always change, but I would say as of now, I want to major in computer science in college, which I know seems pretty random from like my baking channel. But yeah, computer science is something that I think is super interesting. I'm lucky that we have a lot of computers courses at my school that I've gotten to take. That being said, I do want to continue my channel in the future just because it's a great way to kind of take a break from stress or school or whatever and just have fun like baking something, and that's really what it's about for me. So yeah. How do you balance school and your YouTube channel? And there was kind of a lot of similar questions. Another one said, what's the best advice you can give to a junior in high school dealing with SATs, ACTs, APs, extracurricular, etc.? I would say especially junior year, but really in all of your school years. For me, it's been important to learn how to focus. It doesn't necessarily mean just picking one thing and sticking to it. I've kind of given the spiel on my extracurriculars before, but in case you haven't heard it yet, I do YouTube, ballet. I'm president of Key Club this year and also executive assistant of our division in Key Club. So there are quite a few things on my plate, but I mean for me it's just been learning to really focus on what's important to me. I've thought about, maybe it's probably a good idea to drop one of those things, but when I really think about it, I love each one of those things individually. I love ballet, I love Key Club, and I love my YouTube channel, so it would be really hard to drop it. So I've just learned, instead of dropping something and sacrificing a thing, to sacrifice my own time in order to commit to all those different things, if that makes sense. That means really managing my time down to the minute, especially during the school year. I use Evernote, not to totally plug Evernote right now because this is not sponsored, but I use Evernote to help me stay on track. I'll make a list of everything I have to do, so it'll be like read Jane Eyre, do my math homework, maybe go to a Key Club event and edit a video, and I try to include everything, even the smallest of things. So even if it's just like write an email, then I make sure I put that on my list so that it gets done. And then afterwards I'll make a list of my day kind of hour by hour and block out time for each one of those things, and then throughout the day you can cross it off, and everyone loves to cross things off. Overall, junior year, you gotta learn how to focus. School in general, focus, okay? And also manage your time really well. I would say focusing and managing your time go pretty hand in hand. So yeah, I could honestly make a whole video on time management, which let me know if you guys would want to see that actually, because I think that would be a fun thing to talk about. There's like different apps that I use to stay on track and ways that I plan my day specifically to make sure I get the most done. So if you guys want to see that, let me know below. Do you play any sports in school? No, I don't know, I'm really uncoordinated. Like, my worst subject in school, like strength-wise, definitely PE, because I don't know, I'm just like not very coordinated. And you got like the different units and you make all the rounds of all the different sports, and it's just like you go from like soccer, you're like, nope, not good at that. You go to basketball, it's like, not that one either. It's just, if you are like uncoordinated like I am, or if you like hardcore struggle in PE, then you know how I feel. This one's a little bit different, but I tried to pull questions from a bunch of different topics, but it is, what is the best book you've read? I really like that question because I actually really like reading if I ever get the chance to, but I guess I would say the book that's changed me the most is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and I have the teen version of it actually. That one is just a bunch of really short little essays. I should probably get the book. Hold on, it's in my room. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. So, here it is. To give you an idea of what's in the book, I'll read you some of the different essay titles. Become 25% less critical. Avoid the 90-10 trap. Oh, I love that one. Avoid the 90-10 trap is really good. That one is about usually 90% of your day is good and maybe 10% is bad, but then you're gonna focus on that 10% that's bad. So if you think about like you're at the dinner table or something, you're gonna share that 10% of your day that was bad, and you're kind of forgetting about the 90% that was pretty good. I would really recommend this book if you are learning to de-stress a little bit, if you're learning to be more positive. Yeah, really good book. But other than that, Unbroken was really good. Life Without Limits is a really good autobiography. Oh, also Amy Poehler's autobiography is hilarious. You should read that too. Alright, one last question. What makes you happy when you have a bad day? I feel like that's a really good one because we all have bad days, of course, and it's always good to hear how other people deal with it. For me, I have actually a board on Pinterest of things that make me happy. Yeah, I would say, like right now, before school year starts, make a Pinterest board of things that make you happy. Like go on YouTube, find clips from your favorite TV show, find some quotes that inspire you, find some funny pictures of like cats or whatever that you like, and just put them in a Pinterest board so that whenever you're sad you can just turn to that. That helps me a lot. And I guess that wraps up the end of this Q&A video. I had a lot of fun filming this. This is like a This is like a self-interview. I hope this helps you guys get to know me a little bit better. I really want to do one of these in the future now, so let me know if you guys would be interested in that, or if you want like a video on like a special topic. Oh, I mentioned like being shy in my last video, and a lot of the questions were like, how did you overcome your shyness, which I feel like is a whole different video. So if you guys want to see something like that, let me know. Like study tips, I would say balancing school and extracurricular, and overcoming shyness. If you want to see any of those, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had honestly a lot of fun filming this, so yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye guys! Thanks so much for watching this Q&A video. Next week we will be back to regular baking, so I will see you guys then. Talk to you soon.